Rome Business School confers a honorary doctorate of business administration on Governor Sanwo-Olu. Federal government supports local production of sanitary pads. On the foreign scene, China condemns United States plans to revoke students' visa. And in sport, the federal government inaugurates committee to integrate education into Nigeria grassroots sport. Now the details. I am Sarah Adesanya. The Rome Business School has conferred an honorary doctorate of business administration on Governor Sanwo-Olu for all his dedication and leadership, commitment, and boost to the state and Nigeria in general. The event took place at the Lagos House Marina when he received the Dean and founder of Rome Business School, Professor Antonio Ragusa. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who appreciated the honor, noted that they have a shared vision, reason for the drive by his administration to increase the number of state universities from 1 to 3, and ensuring that through education, students become assets to themselves, their families, and the society. According to the governor, there is ongoing plan for the fourth one, which is a medical university, while the Lateef Jakande Leadership Academy is also established to mentor youth in leadership.
Country, we put a bit of half, male, half female, a bit more of Lagos, just to make sure that we're also not exporting the skills and knowledge too much, but it's diverse. Every part of the country, have people. And this is the second cohort. The first one had graduated. We've set up the second one. Your people will know who Lateef Jakande is. The name, the man was the first civilian governor of the state. He passed on about 4 years ago, and is the one that beaconed, public education, public housing, social, and a lot of things. That his name is still with us still today.
Earlier, Professor Ragusa commended the leadership qualities of Governor Sanwo-Olu and his continuous investment in education, which can position Lagos to become the global economy of the world. And a bid to give back to Lagos, he gave a hint on plans to launch a Lagos scholarship program offering 250 scholarships of ⁷ million each to selected Lagos youngsters to contribute to the growth of the state.
I'm seeing that the growth in these years of Lagos is destined and is already I would say, an international hub of culture, of media, of business, of entertainment. So many things are happening, and being here also with your guidance and leadership is an incredible opportunity. So finding a way to give something back to the state and to your administration, for us, it's fantastic. So we would like to offer this, obviously, with your support, with your leadership, as a combined effort by Lagos government and Rome Business School.
That was the Dean and founder of Rome Business School, Professor Antonio Ragusa. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has impounded 235 vehicles for various breaches of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law of 2018. LASMA, in a statement, says the vehicles were impounded as the agency commenced a comprehensive cleanup enforcement campaign across critical traffic corridors within the metropolis. It says the operation commenced with full deployment across high-density zones, notably Oyingbo, Ido, Edalonibu, Adeni-Jiadele, Sabo, Jibo Interstate, and Oshodi, known for congestion, indiscriminate parking, flagrant environmental violations, and general traffic anarchy. During the enforcement phase, 235 vehicles were impounded for various breaches of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law of 2018, ranging from unlawful encroachment upon pedestrian pathways, obstruction of vehicle flow, establishment of illegal terminals, to reckless disregard for established traffic regulations. The enforcement being executed at the directive of the Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Shalagiwa, will cover all 5 administrative divisions of Lagos State. members, colleagues, and friends converged on the premises of Lagos Traffic Radio to fet Mrs. Titilola Ajayi, a former staff of the station who just retired from active service after attaining the statutory retirement age. Speaking at the event, General Manager of the station, Tayo Akole, eulogized Mrs. Ajayi, the head security guard of the station, describing her as hardworking, dedicated member of staff who showed commitment to her duties while in service. Akole urged the retiree to remain focused in her endeavors as she ventures into post-retirement activities.
So I want to commend her for that part of our work, and the way she did the work, all I want to say is that we should try to emulate that part of our work so that this situation can grow.
Representative of the Lagos State Pension Commission, LASPEC, Yusuf Olusegun, says the agency remains committed to supporting her through the process of getting our entitlement.
Your professionalism and integrity have left a lasting impact, and your legacy will be remembered with deep appreciation and respect. As you transition into this well-deserved phase of rest and new possibilities, we kindly remind you to visit your pension fund administrators to reconcile your retirement savings account.
The members of staff of the station described the retiree as easygoing and appreciated her for her dedication.
Beautiful. She's very calm, but I just wish her a long life. She'll retire, but she'll never retire in penury, and she'll never retire in poverty.
Very caring, she's loving, she's very respectful as well. She's accommodating.
She's been a wonderful person, pleasant woman. She's respectful, she's diligent. Anytime,
Mama is fine. Mama is beautiful. Mama is brilliant.
I would like to appreciate her dedication to the service. She knows how to do best. And it always amazes me the kind of energy at that age is always putting into her work.
In her response, Mrs. Ajayi appreciated the management and staff of the station for celebrating her.
I really appreciate Traffic Radio from GM to my director. I appreciate them and I thank God. And I pray this station will be moving forward every day, every time.
The event was attended by family members, colleagues, representatives of the Lagos State Ministry of Establishment and Training, LASPEC, amongst others. Highlight of the event was the presentation of Certificate of Service to Mrs. Ajayi for dedication, diligence, and exemplary conduct in the service of Lagos State. And now to the rest of the stars. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to an ending period poverty in Nigeria by supporting the local production of affordable sanitary pads and implementing menstrual-friendly policies in schools and public institutions. Minister of Women Affairs Imam Suleiman Ibrahim stated this at an event to commemorate the year's Menstrual Health and Hygiene Day in Abuja. The minister described menstruation as a human rights issue and urged stakeholders to go beyond awareness campaigns. Suleiman Ibrahim called for a nationwide effort to normalize menstrual health discussions and provide sustainable solutions. The forum brought together school principals, vice principals, and gender advocates to strategize on keeping girls in school and ending stigma around menstruation. Nigeria has launched an artificial intelligence AI-driven platform to boost tuberculosis, TB, and HIV response across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory Advanced Health. The innovative system marks the largest digital health rollout in the country's history, now operational in over 5,300 health facilities. The event, unveiled at a high-level roundtable in Abuja, is already transforming efficiency, accountability, and service delivery nationwide. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Delivery and Coordination, Akubo Adegbe, said plans are underway to replicate the AI model across other sectors, including malaria, maternal health, and education. All breakthrough in Nigeria is setting a new benchmark for data-driven public health, demonstrating how smart technology paired with strong local partnerships can accelerate progress towards universal health coverage, public school enrollment, and attendance. And in foreign news, China has criticized a new plan by the United States government to revoke student visas for Chinese nationals, calling the move political and discriminatory. The decision, announced by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, marked a tightening of visa rules and is expected to impact thousands of students from China and Hong Kong. The U.S. has threatened to begin aggressive revoking of visas for Chinese students, especially those with ties to Chinese Communist Party or who are enrolled in sensitive academic fields. That policy is also expected to lead to more stringent vetting of future student visa applications, including increased scrutiny of applicants' social media activity. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said China has formally protested the decision, accusing Washington of unreasonably targeting Chinese students and undermining international academic exchange. Mao urged the U.S. to protect the legitimate rights and interests of international students. And in sports, the federal government has inaugurated the Joint Committee on Sports and Education to drive the integration of education into Nigeria's grassroots sports development architecture. The initiative represents a renewed commitment to repositioning school sports as a central pillar of national talent discovery, educating policy, and social transformation. The objectives of the Joint Committee include establishing strategic plans for grassroots and the school sport, establishing sports centers of excellence across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, covering primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions, and strengthening the capacity of the existing college games, such as the Nigerian University Games Association and the Nigeria Polytechnic Games Association. At the inauguration in Abuja, Minister for Education, Olatunji Alausa, described the initiative as a defining moment for education and sport in Nigeria and emphasized that the future of the country's youth lies in a strong synergy between academics and athletics. Just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please always avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Solo administration empowered 600 women with ingenious business ideas to the tune of 4 billion naira through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSETF, initiative to empower Lagosians? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Rome Business School has conferred an honorary doctorate of business administration on Governor Sanwo-Olu for all his dedication and leadership commitment and boost to the state and Nigeria in general. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to ending period poverty in Nigeria by supporting the local production of affordable sanitary pads and implementing menstrual-friendly policies in schools and public institutions. We also told you that China has criticized a new plan by the United States government to revoke student visas for Chinese nationals, calling the move political and discriminatory. And in sport, the federal government has inaugurated the Joint Committee on Sports and Education to drive the integration of education into Nigeria's grassroots sports development architecture. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adesua Ajoyuka. I am Sarah Adesoya. Thank you for listening.